What's going on, everybody? Back with some more NBA player props. Get to win some money over on Prizepicks and Betr picks tonight in the NBA streets, guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to be coming on and sharing with you guys some free KJK VIP NBA player props, breaking down the process, the same process that went into these plays last night. If you're wondering why the heck did this guy click the under on 6.5 assists on Betr, or the over 6.5 assists on Chris Paul, etc., these videos are going to be a fantastic resource to go ahead and break it down. And great night over in the VIP. So I want to give some shout outs, guys. We had a bunch of winners last night using this same process, the same plays that I'm providing, right? We had Savage turning 10 into 200, Gara 962 turning 10 into 200, Gimme Dollars turning 10 into 200 with that Banchero under assist, with that Jaylen Brown over points, with the Tyrese Maxey over assist, the Caleb Martin over 4.5 rebounds, right? We had J2 Real with the 5 into 100, D-Rec 44 with 25 into 500, and CLTI with the 5 into 100. So a bunch of winners, and what's crazy is we could have had an even bigger night. Really close to a lot of sweeps, like 3 different tickets missed by 1 here last night, which in a 6-pick dynamic play, you still do profit. But you can see, so this particular ticket, a lot of people missed out on the Tobias Harris rebounds, and they pivoted, which is what I teach, right? So if you go over to my VIP Discord right now, you're going to see this was the play that I sent in, right? The exact ticket. As you can see, I placed them in my account, send them in immediately with that Tobias Harris rebounds. It was removed, and then I provided pivot. So the best pivot was the Victor Wembanyama under 24.5 points. That absolutely smashed. So a bunch of my members cashed in with that pivot. Whereas I got hooked, which stinks when that happens. I'd love for me to win and my members to win, but hey, I was able to help them out, right? So that's kind of the name of the game. We work together over there. I provide pivots. I provide the very best value available on the board. And just a ton of green. Oh, I mean, almost just a gigantic night here. You can see the Horford points hit, the Jaylen Brown over, the Tobias Harris rebounds hit, the Tyrese Maxey 5.5 assists, the Caleb Martin over 4.5 rebounds, right? This next one, same thing. We had one off, unfortunately. Victor Wembanyama was not active on the boards, so that cost the sweep on this ticket. But once again, profit, right? 5 out of 6. We would have preferred that 6 out of 6 sweep, and then this other one as well. The Siakam assist, the Jaylen Brown points, the Chris Paul, the Banchero. Jordan Poole went over his 3-pointers by 1, which really stunk. That was another prop that hooked me, right? So, but anyways, you can see, I mean, a lot of green here. This is the name of the game. You want to be running 6-pick dynamics. I will be sharing with you guys an actual play that I am playing here on the channel today, breaking down the process as to what's going into all of these different plays, right? Like, why is this guy clicking these buttons? You're going to want the Betr app, guys. This is a phenomenal app. You're just going to get a bunch of value, some really good plays, like as you can see with the green on the screen, right? We'll be breaking down what goes into it, but they're going to match you all the way up to $200 with my promo code KJKDFS. You can just use my link down below. That'll make it nice and easy on you. We will have some plays that apply to Prizepicks, such as the Sangoon PRA. They're also going to hook you up with a nice deal if you do use my promo code and link, right? It's going to be KJKDFS, the link down below. They're going to give you $50 instantly when you play your first $5, as long as you use that promo code and link, right? So take advantage of those offers. Take advantage of these free plays, and then if you want to get access to every single one of my plays as soon as I place them, such as you saw me bring up those members cashing in all that money, right? The KJK VIP member package is going to be where it's at. Once again, I will pin all my links as the top comment down below to make it nice and easy on you to be able to hop in that Discord. I mean, we had some even more winners that just hopped in. No Limit J Wash turned 20 into 400 last night using those same plays. And we had Ed the Fred turning 50 into 1,000. They just posted those after I was able to make that graphic. So a lot of wins over there, right? Using these same plays that I provided. So let's get into the breakdown. I'm going to be sharing with you guys a ticket that I placed, breaking down this process, right? So let's pull it up. Let's break it down for you. And let's win you some money today on the channel, guys. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell if you enjoy this content. Would be greatly appreciated. And let's do this thing. So the first play that we'll break down is going to be the Sangoon over 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists, because you are able to get this on Prizepicks and Betr picks. So I will go ahead and break this bad boy down. Tools that I'm using to find my best plays, find my best value. I've got a bunch of different software, thousands and thousands of dollars, millions of dollars of data pulled in, one of which is going to be the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, guys, if you do not have this tool. This is one that I'm using every single day. They'll hook you up with a nice discount of 25% off with the promo code KJKDFS. And the Sangoon over PRA, you're going to see, is the third best available prop on the board according to Daily Grind Fantasy. We're seeing it at a 51.78% chance to hit here, with his 31.5 PRA favored at -131 on the over on Pinnacle, -120 on FanDuel. It's pretty much even money on these markets. We can see -130 BetMGM, -131 on the over on Caesars. And BetOnline actually has them all the way up to 32.5 with some juice on the over here, indicating, they're actually favoring him upwards of 32.5, which does make me happy. Another fantastic tool that I'm using every single day, guys, is going to be Outlier. If you don't have this tool, would highly recommend you check them out. Once again, a tool that I'm using to find my best plays, my VIP plays every single day. You can see the over 31.5 PRA. They've actually got DraftKings pulled in at -110 as a plus EV play here, because we are using the DeVig odds on Pinnacle at -132. -130 BetMGM, -131 Caesars, right? They're pulling in that data saying this is a plus EV play. Now keep in mind, we are getting -119 on Prizepicks, so it's similar odds. You're getting some good bang for your buck here. And then we look at the matchup here, taking on the Dallas Mavericks. This is all factored into these odds. So I talk a lot about market data, but Outlier does a fantastic job of bringing in the market data and then the statistics to go along with it. If you're someone that just can't quite rationalize using market data, or you don't quite understand all of the data, the millions of dollars dumped into these sports books quite yet, and you need those stats on the screen, right? Outlier does it all. So they bring in those odds, and then we do have 20th overall in the league as far as points allowed are the Dallas Mavericks, allowing 115.6 points allowed per game. They're 25th in the league in rebounds allowed, allowing 41.5 rebounds per game, and they're 22nd in the league in assists allowed, allowing 27.5 assists per game. Sangoon really does do it all. He plays at the center power forward position, essentially center though. You see they're a little bit more middle of the pack here as far as those two positions, but with him being so versatile, like I said, he's not really a traditional center that's just going to stay down low. I mean, this guy can go out, pass the basketball, can shoot the three ball, can do it all. Kind of one of your more modern day bigs, such as like a Nikola Jokic. Am I saying he's as good as Nikola Jokic? No, but he has the same skill set of multifaceted abilities to contribute, which is obviously very important when we're targeting the points, rebounds, and assist category. So Alperen Sengun is going to be play number one here. Went ahead and broke that down. That is going to be available on both Prizepicks and Betr. The rest of this ticket, guys, is not going to be available on Prizepicks. Unfortunately, that's just the name of the game. We're getting better value over on Betr. So I'd recommend you get the Betr app because, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get some of these on Prizepicks. So that's why I'm locking them in over here. We'll tell you exactly why these are good plays, right? So the next ones, we got the Luka Doncic over 8.5 rebounds. We got the Sochan over 10.5 assists and rebounds. We got the Bradley Beal over 3.5 assists. And we got the James Harden over 9.5 assists. Why are these good plays? Let's go ahead and bang them out for you. Why not, right? Let's go ahead and pull up the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer here once again. And Luka Doncic, you're going to see, is a phenomenal play on his rebounds. And he's not available anymore, actually. It got removed, which is an indicator that I got some really good value. Unfortunately, this does happen on these apps when you get good value. So this is a good example, right, of attacking at the right time and getting plays in before these apps can remove them, right? So this is why you want the VIP package. This is what I'm doing every single day. But just to show you in real time, if I go ahead and try to reuse this lineup, you're going to see Luka Doncic, his rebounds, is no longer available. Sometimes for some reason you got to put some money in. You got to add another play here. This is all stuff. When you're doing this every day, if I go ahead and just try to do a max play here, it's going to pop up and tell me Luka Doncic rebounds no longer available, right? So that stinks. I can't get that play anymore, but it was a really favorable play, like all the way upwards of like -150 on the over. It has been bumped up on Prizepicks. There is a reason for that. Prizepicks is going to go ahead and bump these props when they have good value. You can see he's up to 9 even on Prizepicks. I would not play this at that line. Being that Luka Doncic is no longer available, I'm not going to waste your guys' time breaking down that play because it got removed. So let's continue along here. We can give you 5 solid ones. We got that Sangoon over PRA. We got the Sochan, Beal, and Harden props. So let's go ahead and break these bad boys down for you. Why are these good plays? Let's once again pull up the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. Let's go ahead and bring up Jeremy Sochan for you guys so you can see in real time. You can see the over 10.5 rebounds and assists. We have a bunch of different markets with millions of dollars of sportsbook data dumped in favoring this over. He's at minus 130 on the over on DraftKings, minus 142 on the over on Caesars. Meaning if you were to log into Caesars Sportsbook right now, you're going to have to risk $142 when $100 is saying it's such a good play. They're going to charge you way more, right? With a 53.79% chance to hit. Great prop. And then if this is a good example, right? He's bumped up on Prizepicks. So this is why I'm playing it on Betr. Because why am I going to take that bump? It's hard enough to win as is, guys. This is why I teach what I teach on the channel, right? Use all of your apps, use all of your resources to find the very best value. That is the case with this Jeremy Sochan prop. And then we can go ahead and bring up our handy dandy tools at Outlier. They're going to bring in even more data for us to tell us that this is a good play on the over rebounds and assist prop. You can see that minus 119 on Prizepicks we don't really want to be going with. We want to be going with the over 10.5 here. He has hit this in the last 3 games he's gone out there. And once again, right, what's the matchup? He plays at the power forward position. 30th overall are the Utah Jazz as far as assists allowed. And we have him all the way up to minus 150 on Underdog here. Another data point to be bringing in. Minus 142 on Caesars, minus 140 on BetMGM, minus 135 on Bet365, all indicating that this is a really good play. Outlier is also going to bring in the rebounding chances, potential assists. He's getting 15.5 rebounding chances per game, which is pretty crazy to go along with 4 potential assists per game, which is pretty solid, right? He's a power forward. He's not a point guard, right? So you do the math. You combine those two things. The fact that the Utah Jazz are giving up quite a bit of assists, that all makes us happy. And the next one we had was James Harden, Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal, this is a phenomenal prop that is not going to be available on Prizepicks, which I really wish it was, because you're going to see here very shortly why I'm so excited about it. He's heavily favored at minus 135 on Pinnacle, minus 148 on Caesars, minus 140 on BetMGM, minus 140 on ESPN Bet. Like, this is just a really good prop. If we type him into the Prizepicks optimizer, guys, unfortunately, they don't have his assist listed. So I'd love to promote this play for you on Prizepicks, but I just simply can't. So I just want to explain that for those of you that don't quite understand, why can't I show it to you on Prizepicks too? I mean, I just can't. They don't have it available, okay? And then we can break down further. Over on Outlier, we're going to see a bunch of different underlying metrics telling us that it's over. You can see he's hitting this at an 80% hit rate over his last 10. I mean, look at this chart. It's beautiful, right? He plays the shooting guard position, point guard position. He'll play off ball, on ball. 5.7 potential assists per game over 36.9 minutes. He is listed as questionable, but I'm not concerned about it at all. The last time they played was on Monday, so he's had a few days off, and he went out and logged like 35 minutes. So it's the same injury that he's listed as questionable for tonight. And like I said, I mean, he's had a few nights off. He went out there and played 35 minutes, dished out 4 assists in that game, 15 points, 3 rebounds. He's dished out 9 and 4 assists the last 2 games. So he should be good. It's that same right elbow soreness is the same exact injury. It's not a new one. And being that they last played on Monday, like I said, I mean, he's had a few days off to nurse that elbow. He should be good to go here. I'm not too worried about that elbow injury. And let's continue along here. James Harden, another phenomenal prop that the last time I checked, you can't get on Prizepicks. So I took advantage over on Betr, the over 9.5 assists. Phenomenal value here, favored across the market. And if we can get him, that would be great. But I don't think we can. See, they don't even have his assist prop. They don't even have like a Demon and Goblin listed. If it gets posted, you can take it. But this is why I'm taking it on Betr, right? Just because they don't have it on Prizepicks. And let's go ahead and bring him up here. Why is this a good prop? Let's break it down for you. We want as many data points as possible going into our plays, telling us that these are good plays. And the James Harden, you can see he's favored at minus 134 on the over on Pinnacle, minus 140 on FanDuel. They're all the way up to minus 140, minus 140, minus 133. We're looking at a 53.19% chance to hit for James Harden. And of course, when these markets are favoring these players, there's going to be a bunch of different underlying metrics. That's why I love using our handy dandy tools over at Outlier. For these props to research them, right? His potential assists per game, all that fun stuff. He's getting 14.1 potential assists per game, playing 38.7 minutes per game. So he should have a ton of different opportunities to be dishing out those assists, as he has done in 4 of the last 5, right? On this Clipper squad, all this market data is factoring in that stuff, right? And then last but certainly not least, we got the Damian Lillard over 30.5 points assists. It's once again a really good prop on Betr in particular at the 30.5 number. If we go to Prizepicks, he's going to be listed at 31.5. My recommendation to you is to not play it at that number. Why? Because we can get better value on Betr. No pun intended, just literally facts. 30.5 points and assists. The amount of times this guy's going to end with 31 exactly will blow your mind, guys. Get the very best value you can get. It's going to add up long term. I got this in a 6-pick dynamic play. They're going to give you 20x. Being that one of the plays got removed in Luka Doncic rebounds, you could run a 5-pick perfect play on 20x your money. You could run a 5-pick dynamic play and 10x your money if you get all correct. 2.5x your money if you get one wrong. Both of those slip types are optimal as well. But the Damian Lillard 30.5 points and assists, right? Let's go ahead and break this down to round things out. Let's bring up our handy dandy tools at DGF. Type him into the optimizer. You're going to see he's the very best prop on Betr, this points and assist prop. Expected to hit at a 53.78% chance. Why is that? Because every single market has him listed at 31.5 at pretty much even odds. So essentially what these markets are saying is he's going to end with 31. Betr is mispricing him. He's 1 underpriced. Prizepicks is pricing him perfectly. So this is where like there's not any edge in this prop over on Prizepicks, right? I wouldn't recommend playing it. Looks like his best prop on Prizepicks is going to be the 35.5 PRA, but there's like no edge in that. It's at 50.9%. So I wouldn't do that. And then if you were to take the points and assist prop, they're actually saying to take the under here with like barely any edge. 50.35% chance to hit, right? Once again, a 53.78. We're creeping up towards a 54% chance to hit at that 30.5 number because all these markets have them at 31.5. So there's really some edge to be had at the 30.5 number, which we can do over on our handy tools and outlier, and you're going to see he's exceeded 31.5 points and assists in 7 of his last 8 games. Now, keep in mind, they're showing us even that he's exceeding 31.5. They're just reiterating how good he's been overall, but the 30.5 line, man, is what's really going to get us excited. I mean, I just can't reiterate enough how important it is to get that edge because it's going to add up long term, and you might come up one short when you're not. So he's getting 12.1 potential assists per game, playing a ton of minutes, 37 minutes per game. We know Dame can shoot those 3-pointers, 12 attempted per game in these games, just shooting a ton. Shooting 45% from the field, 37% from 3, and he does shoot 95% at the free throw line where he's getting 9.6 free throws per game, making 9 of them. All those are going to add up, of course, to hit this prop for us tonight, right? So that's going to be my free picks for you on the channel. This is just one ticket that I'm locking, coming on and sharing it with you guys here for free. Quick little review of the props that we have, right? We got the Damian Lillard over 30.5 points and assists, the James Harden over 9.5 assists, Bradley Beal over 3.5 assists, Jeremy Sochan over 10.5 rebounds and assists, the Sengun over 31.5 PRA, which, by the way, he just got bumped up on Prizepicks to 32.5. It didn't even tell me. It just... So don't play it on Prizepicks. Get the 31.5 over on Betr Picks, man. That'd be my recommendation. If you do want to get access to all my plays as soon as I place them, guys, go ahead and hop on over in the VIP. If you go over to my YouTube community page, going to see all those winners, right? Gave a bunch of shout-outs at the beginning of the video. All these members cashing in. Would love to have you join over there as well. And you will be able to join by clicking that link down below, the Patreon. When you purchase this, you're going to link up your Discord. That's going to give you access to all these plays as soon as I place them, right? So in this particular case, I talked about that one that I sent over yesterday with the Horford, the Banchero, etc., right? Same thing. Luka Doncic rebounds got removed. So unfortunately, you can't get that play anymore. You would have got this sent into you as soon as I placed it, right? That is all for me in this one. It looks like you can't get any of the plays on Prizepicks now. I was hoping to at least promote the Sangoon play at the same line. Get the Betr app, guys. They're going to max you all the way up to $200. You're going to be able to get this value that you can't quite get on Prizepicks. Some really good plays, and I kind of already talked about, you know, how good of a hit rate we've been having just because you can get value you simply can't get on these other apps on Betr. So it was really close to a huge night last night. But looking to be all green tonight for you, right? Lock this bad boy in, and that's all. I'll have some more plays over there. We got NHL tonight as well if you're interested. Wishing you all the best of luck on your NBA play props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.